Hey everyone, today we're going to be doing something interesting. We're going to be ranking the albums of second wave black metal founders Mayhem. And I just want to give a direct statement right before we get this video started. And it's do not comment for Burzum in the comments below, okay? I will never do Burzum. I have no respect for that artist, so I will never touch him, period. Okay? Sound good? Sounds good. Alright. But, let's get started with Mayhem with their debut EP released in 1987, Death Crush. This is actually going to fantastic. I really enjoyed this EP, honestly. Especially tracks like Silver Star and Fang. Like the instrumental, it opens up a solid instrumental, but my personal favorites here are Death Crush, Chainsaw Gut Fuck. I also like the cover of Venom's Witching Hour and Necrolust as well. And even Pure Fucking Armageddon is pretty fun. This is a pretty fun album, and it's a lean, mean, straight to the point, like 17 minutes, maybe 18 minutes if you get the bonus track. Just a fantastic little EP. I love it. But next up we have De Mysterium Dawn Satanis, released in 1984. And this may be a hot take. But I think this album's just good. It's honestly on the lower end for me. I think it's a good album, just not a great album. The one track I would recommend from here is Buried by Time and Dust. That's the one track I would recommend from here. Everything else is solid. It's the main problem I have is mainly Attila's vocal performance. It really does sound like Gollum came in here and stubbed his toe and started to cry. Thank you, Metal Meltdown, for that reference. If you haven't checked out Metal Meltdown, check out his videos. That's where I got that reference from. Thank you, Metal Meltdown. But yeah, it's mainly the vocals. If this was a pure instrumental album, I might put it at great or fantastic. But with the vocals, it's just good. It's just good. But next up we have Grand Declaration of War, released in 2000. And this is actually, no joke, my second favorite Mayhem album. I mean that too. I really love tracks like the title track, It Lies Whereupon You Lay, A Time to Die, View from Now, Part 1 and Part 2, A Blood Sword from a Colder Sun, Part 1 and Part 2. I also love Crystallized Pain and Deconstruction, and Completion and Science of Agony, and To Damon, and Completion and Science of Agony Part 2. I really love this album, honestly. I unironically really love this album. I love the way that this is structured. I love that it has some weird, like, trip pop and whispered vocals, kind of reminding me of, like, Tomahawk and Faith No More. I really love the way this thing is structured, honestly. It's such a weird and odd record. I wouldn't say it's perfect, though. There's like a good, like, 5 minutes of silence on To Damon Part 2 and Part 3, which does keep it from rising up to perfection, from, like, a 10 out of 10, but honestly, this is like a 9.9. I strongly do recommend checking this album out. This is a fantastic album, in my opinion. But next up, we have Chimera, released in 2004. This is actually going to fantastic, even above Death Crush. It almost made it to perfection. Like, every track on here is so strong, but my personal favorites are My Death and Imperious Devious Leper Lord. I butchered the hell out of that, sorry. But every other track is fantastic, from Whore to Dark Night of the Soul to Rape Humanity with Pride to You Must Fall, Slaughter of Dreams, to the title track. Every track on here is fantastic. It's just not quite as good, in my opinion, as my top two, and you'll see number one here in a second. Next up, we have Order Ad Chow? Order Ad KO? I think that's how you pronounce it. I think you pronounce it Order Ad KO. And this is my least favorite Mayhem record. It's going to okay. It's not terrible by any stretch of the imagination, at least in my opinion. In fact, I actually like the opener, A Wise Birth Giver, but every other track just kind of goes swoop. And the production on here is pretty weak too, and just unimpressive. Like, I get they're trying to go for that classic black metal sound, but honestly, it just sounds very weak and thin, and it's just makes me just go swoop. This leaves my brain right away. But next up, we have Esoteric Warfare. And this is going to great. Like a B minus. Like a solid B to B minus. Oh, that was released in 2014. And Order Ad Chow was released in 2006. Yeah, Esoteric Warfare 2014. Anyway. Solid album. I enjoy every track on here. Like Watchers, Cywar, Trinity, Pandemonium, Melab, Setsec, and Throne of Time, and Corpse of Care, and Posthuman, and Aeon Suntily. Oh, solid tracks, honestly. Like, this is a solid album. The production's finally back. The production rules again on this album, but it just, I don't know, it's lacking a little bit of that special sauce, if I'm being honest. Like, it's a little bit of that special sauce, but that's just my opinion. But next up, we have Damon, released in 2019. And this album is actually going to perfection, and it's probably my personal favorite from Mayhem. For what it's worth, I do prefer Maniac as a vocalist overall, in my personal opinion. I just think he's a more consistent and focused vocalist than Attila. But this is Attila's crowning achievement. And this is all I have to say is every track on here rips. Like this, it reminds me of like Enslaved's Frost, like combined with like Rammstein's Mutter. It almost has like some grand operatic feel to it on top of like a classic like second wave black metal feel to it. Like I really love stuff like The Dying False King, Agenda Ignis, Bad Blood, Malum, Falsified and Hated, Aeon Dominium, Worthless Abominations Destroyed, Daemon Spawn, Of Worms and Ruins, and Invoke the Oath. Like, this is a really solid album. What do you want from me? What do you want me to say? This is just a fantastic album. Like this is Attila's achievement. Like, Attila, this is your best album, and I will not rob you of your achievement. You did a phenomenal job, my friend. But next up, we have Liturgy of Death, released this year in February. And this album is like a B+. It's going to top grade. It's like right under Death Crush, in my opinion. But solid stuff with Ephemeral Eternity. I also love Despair, Weep for Nothing, Aeon's End, Funeral of Resistance, Realm of Endless Misery, Propitious Death, The Sentence of Absolution. Every track on here is really strong. I'm not even going to lie to you on that one. It's a relatively consistent album, and it does have a lot of focus to it. But I'll be honest, it is a little long in places. It does feel a little long-winded, which is the only reason why it goes to a B+. Because it does feel a little long-winded, but honestly, not a bad track on here. Still, a relatively consistent album and fun album. Now, let me just say this. I know a lot of people are going to be pissed about me ranking De Mysterium Don Satanis so low. But I stand by that. I don't care about his infamy. I don't care about all the stuff that happened behind the scenes leading up to this album. I don't care. All I ask is, if you want to attack me, that's fine. You can call me an idiot. You can call me whatever. You can tell me I don't get black metal. I don't care. don't attack my fellow subscribers. Don't attack anyone else in the comments. If you want to attack me, go ahead. But don't attack anyone else in the comments, period, okay? That's all I wanted to say about that. But anyway, tell me your Mayhem ranking. Tell me if I got it right. Tell me if I got it wrong. Tell me your favorite Mayhem songs. I would greatly appreciate that. And all of you have a great day. Oh yeah. And if you don't mind, drop a like. And if you want to see more, drop a subscribe. I usually post videos once a week. I'm thinking about doing Between the Buried and Me next week. And that should do it. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, a great weekend, and a great week. I'll see all of you next week. Take care, everyone.